If only you all could see my fucking comment section on my different channels when it came to this topic of TraxNYC being in trouble. Now, I'm a Trax fan. I like his content, but he is what is it called? What are those people called? He's a shock jockey. That's how he gets attention. He's like the most public facing jeweler in America, probably in the world. I don't see anybody else making jewelry and then public videos like this. He's very interactive. However, he's fucked. He is in trouble. And after today's stunt, even his most die-hard supporters who have been arguing with me are starting to say, hey, you know what? There's something weird going on because this is over the top, unnecessary. But see, when I said what the fuck happened with Akay Diamonds, I said it was staged. I didn't say it was fake. I said it was staged, meaning he literally brought a camera crew. He's there doing something, and the reaction from the target audience, the reaction from the person is legit, but it is staged. Your reaction is the content. Your reaction is what's going to generate the clicks and the attention. I'll give you an example. He's doing the same thing in Times Square. He's throwing out real money. It's staged. There are people there to record this. He's interacting and throwing money. The reaction from the people grabbing the fucking money like a bunch of strippers, that is real. Okay? Just because something is staged doesn't mean it's fake. The reactions, the real reaction from people is what the content is. He provoked Akay Diamonds. He got a reaction. That was real. But the whole situation was staged, unjustified, and he is in trouble. I will explain to you why he's in trouble. I'm supposed to be doing another video right now that's supposed to be about an important subject. I have so many comments and so many views on these Akay Diamond versus TraxNYC videos that I had to make another one because it's way too obvious. Before this is said and done, he will be kicked the fuck out of the Diamond District because he's dead wrong for what he did. And his justification for it is fucked. You guys don't understand. The video's edited. From when he went there and he was humping the desk, where's my money? To when he got spit on, two separate occasions. You don't know that because the videos were spliced together. I know that because I actually pay attention and I listen. You guys are literally dick riding the fuck out of a stranger. But by the time I'm done, the next time you want to dick ride a stranger, you're at least going to put a condom on. Let's take a look.
Cash for my fucking brother Trax. This for New York City, baby.
There's too much greed in the fucking world.
I think there's one big lesson through all of this. Is just be a good person. Don't be greedy and don't be a slave to money.
They're in Times Square right now throwing $20,000 to $30,000 into a crowd of tourists. Why? This is also another publicity stunt. He's going to have to keep one-upping himself every single time. It seems like he's more worried about YouTube than he is about selling jewelry. But maybe a big bulk of his customers come from YouTube now, so he has to promote harder. Again, the guy who he's accusing of the customer who said, oh, I came in, the guy told me he was you. How? This is a repeat customer. You know the fucking guy from AK Jewelers looks like Jafar from Aladdin versus Trax he has a hairline of a fucking professional vampire. You know they don't even look similar. He knew what he did. He went to this guy purposely and behind Trax's back. Don't forget, even if Trax is away at lunch, he has an entire staff. The booth is never empty. But see, Trax, you can't work in a small area with all your competition around you and become upset when one of your customers slides to another booth and works with somebody else. You took it too personal. Now you fucked yourself. You're going to be going above and beyond. You're already talking about having a lawyer. Waste your money on a lawyer if you want to. You're going to lose because all the facts and all the evidence is against you. Unfortunately, yes. Did Akay Diamonds spit in your face? Yes. Did you aggress him? Yes. Did you provoke him? Yes. You can't run in people's faces, put your finger, act like you're going to hit them, and then threaten them and expect no one to react. See, Akay took the bait, but he was justified. We have self-defense clauses. Trax is threatening. He was very aggressive and very threatening. Akay defended himself. He hardly speaks English, it sounds like. And there's this man they've already had issues over the years. And now he's coming around to your booth. He catches him off guard, scares the man half to death. And allegedly, the spitting took place 2 days later, according to Trax. Let's watch this bullshit publicity stunt. And then I want you to ask yourself, do you see the similarities between this stunt and what he did to Akay Diamonds?
Over here, I went out with my brother. We threw $30K cash in the air here in Times Square and spread love, people.
Get back for the people, man. Get back. It's raining money in New York City, baby. Freaking New York. That's 30,000 on the streets of New York City.
What Trax is doing right now is he's showing off that he has money. Everything he's accusing these other guys of doing, he's doing. But he's also trying to build a jewelry alliance. He doesn't want to leave the Diamond District. He needs them. But he's not the only one making millions in the Diamond District. They don't need him. He thinks he is bigger than the program, which is why he disrespected the Diamond District and damaged their properties, smashing their scales, damaging their booth area, disrespecting their space on video. And if he didn't have explicit permission from the Diamond District to do this behavior, he's in trouble. The problem is he's not poor. So the Diamond District is going to make sure that they have all their T's crossed and I's dotted, because not only are they going to have to ban him, they're going to have to sue him. And they're also going to have to make Akay Diamonds whole. Trax used the internet to destroy the reputation of one of his rivals. There is no way that he's going to be able to come back from that, especially when he's dead fucking wrong. And I'll explain to you how he's dead wrong. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible.
You should be fucking sorry. That's the problem. People can't fucking handle nothing, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're yelling and you're right now getting a bad attitude and yelling at a fucking stranger that apologized to you. You got a piss poor attitude. You're good at making jewelry. You're fucked up when it comes to people, especially when your emotions get the best of you. Sir, you are not bigger than a program. Business etiquette and customer service still apply to you.
Can't let dollars go. You catch a fucking one here. Catch the ones, baby. Catch the ones. It ain't hard to catch. We're going to throw them all up.
Now, people are poor. People need money. And you're literally using them for clicks and likes. He's recording what the crowd is doing. He's giving people funny looks who are asking for money because you're handing it out. They're not just walking up to you randomly and asking for money. You have it in your hand and they want some. So you're using these people for a fucking publicity stunt. The publicity stunt he did at against AK Jewelers cost him $21,000. The latest publicity stunt is an escalation. It's $30,000. His next publicity stunt will be $40,000 to $50,000. He's going to have to keep upping himself and he's going to have to bring in other jewelers like the one in the red. He's going to need to form an alliance and he's going to need a new home. Hopefully those two guys, the guy's going to bring him in to work with him and they'll be able to form a team. The guy in the red doesn't know that. He's thinking Trax is just his friend, his brother, they throwing money. Trax is looking forward. Trax understands he probably has 6 months left at Diamond District before they're going to get him out of there. They have to. And he doesn't want to voluntarily leave. He hasn't even made arrangements to move out of the Diamond District. And he's not even thinking that he can start his own, put his own business somewhere. Even though he's big, we think he's big. He doesn't even believe that he can go around them and do the same numbers and create the same respect that it comes with the notoriety of being in the Diamond District. He knows that also. That's why he doesn't want to leave. Again, this is a publicity stunt. The same thing he did to Akay Diamonds. The problem is he's going to have to pay for what he did to Akay Diamonds, his reputation. He lied on them. He destroyed property, and he provoked these men to the point where they were arrested. But then he wanted to claim to be a fucking victim. That's bull.
Hard shit to throw some fucking money in the people. Learn how to share the money and let it go. Say that again, let them know.
Learn how to share the money and let it go. What the fuck does that even mean? Nobody has to share any money with anyone. People work to provide for themselves and for their family. He's talking that literal communist bullshit. Oh, it's a collective. My money is your money. Your money is not. No, that's not how it works. And if that's the case, you should not be jealous or upset when somebody who was a former customer of yours goes and spends money with someone else. See, at the end of the day, the customer is the one who got over on Trax. Trax knew that, but he used that as an excuse to go after one of his rivals. And it worked. It got him the publicity he needed, but what he never anticipated was the blowback from the Diamond District, and if Akay Diamonds is going to sue him and react. The Diamond District ultimately did not protect Akay Diamonds, and they allowed him to get arrested. They're going to, you letting this man keep approaching me in a threatening manner, instead of hitting him, I spit on him. This man was approaching me, threatening me, and the security of the Diamond District did not prevent it. Akay Diamonds' case is amazing. It's beautiful. You do have a right to defend yourself. It's not like he just walked up to Trax and just spit on him for no reason. Trax was in his space. Trax came to him and aggressed him. People are not understanding that. So that's why I have to do these videos to make it clear about what is actually happening. This guy right here, Trax is going to use him, and he's going to play into Trax's game too. And eventually him and Trax are going to fall out. Trax falls out with everyone. He doesn't have friends for a reason.
It's the first time in New York City's ever been like this ever. It's fucking insane. Yeah. We're hot right now.
It's a beautiful weather day for this shit too.
2026. What's your favorite?
Oh, this one.
Taking people that work next to you in the Diamond District, putting them on a shirt, it's like he's doubling and quadrupling down on his bullshit. There are going to be consequences. This is business. In business, you cannot just behave like a fucking animal or a monster, and you can't do bullshit like this.
Where's my fucking money?
At this point, AK Jewelers, who understands English to a point, he has no fucking clue what this guy Trax is talking about. He's never done any business with Trax. There's no transaction between him and Trax. What went on between him and the customer, the black dude that Trax was with, is between those two parties. What Trax just did is he broke the rule. He injected himself into other men's business. And he felt like he could do so because he gave the other guy a refund out of his pocket, a refund that he was not owed. Akay Diamonds, just like the other jewelers in there, have a strict no refund policy. That's why you check everything, and they check the bands and the weight. They check everything before you leave. They have a strict no refund policy, because if that's the case, people would buy jewelry, wear it for a couple of times, and then bring it the fuck back, like basically scammers. And that's why you think Mervyn's and these other stores closed. People kept getting over on them, Macy's too. But you're not allowed to do that in the jewelry business. That has nothing to do with Trax. Trax just injected them into other people's business, and these men are none the wiser. They have no idea what he's even talking about at this point. And Trax, you as a professional and a man in business, and I don't give a fuck which one of your Dick Rider fans is going to say different. This is not okay. This is not allowed. And it's on the verge of literally being illegal. You cannot create a public disruption like this and threaten and get in front of somebody, insult him, and think these people are not going to defend themselves. That is fucking ridiculous.
Where's my money? I got this bracelet. Where's my money?
You got a bracelet that you didn't buy. This Akay Diamonds did not sell a bracelet to Trax. He did not sell a bracelet to Trax. This transaction has nothing to do with Trax. This is between the customer, the black dude, and Akay Diamonds. If he wanted to have a grievance or he wanted to do something, bring it back to Akay directly or go get a lawyer and you guys can argue about it. Who and why you're going to involve another man? This man has no jurisdiction here. This is why I said he is dead fucking wrong. That's just for the first thing. Also, we're going to see the receipt. It doesn't say TraxNYC on there anywhere. Remember, Trax looks like Vlad the Impaler or somebody from a Dracula movie. The other guy looks like an older version of the villain in the movie Aladdin. They don't look shit alike. So you see Trax on, everybody sees Trax on the internet every day. The black dude's gonna lie and come in and say, oh man, he told me he was you. These fucking guys don't look nothing alike. You can't say, oh man, all the Arabs look, that's bullshit. The black dude knew that Trax wasn't there, but Trax's staff is always there. There's always somebody, there's too many millions of dollars in jewelry for that place to ever be completely empty. And he's right on the other side of the counter from this guy. If your guy is shopping around and he happens to go shop at another booth, Trax is taking that personal. He doesn't feel like, he feels like his advertising on YouTube is bringing in all the customers. And now these people in the Diamond District are actually benefiting basically in a windfall of customers from his efforts. And he wants more respect for bringing the business there. Brother, you're promoting yourself. These people are benefiting by default. Of course, they're going to benefit. Your booth is in there with their booth. You don't want to share your customers? Go rent a booth somewhere else by your fucking self. But if you're going to be inside of a place called the Diamond District with other jewelers, you cannot fucking be disrespectful. And if they don't punish him, imagine the precedent they will be setting. That means you won't protect your business owners. You won't protect their integrity. You won't protect their name. And you won't stop other rogue owners from targeting smaller ones or more docile ones. Trax has a history of picking on his rivals or other jewelers. He goes after small, older men, typically, who he knows don't want to fight. You know, some of these people are just really loud, and that's their weapon. But everybody's not going to take it. We are still men at the end of the day. You talk about being aggressive. This is fighting stances, fighting words. He aggressed this man who doesn't even know what he's talking about because he's done no business with Trax. Trax is not the arbiter of all the diamonds. He doesn't go around being the diamond police. If I'm in LA and I buy a watch that's fake, can I fly to New York and talk to Trax about it? Is he gonna fly to fucking California, find the guy who sold it to me, and then buy my watch, buy the watch for me and take it to them and say, where's my money? Where's my money, bitch? No. He picks and chooses when he's going to do that. He's not going around saving people when they're, oh, I bought 15 karat, but really was 10 carats. For one thing, he tested it himself. There was no unbiased third party that was able to conduct this test to confirm that. It's basically just he say, she say. Akay says one thing, Trax says another. They're antithetical to one another. You will need an unbiased third party to confirm it, which has not happened. They cannot allow Trax to fucking get away with this. He's making a scene. He's embarrassing the entire Diamond District, and he's turning himself into a fucking clown, and nobody wants to check him about it because everybody thinks they're eventually going to need him, and they're wrong. You got to check this kind of behavior. You can't act like this, like a ghetto piece of shit. I don't give a fuck how much of a New York, yeah, I'm from New York. Man, fuck all that. You're a business person. This is a place of business. This isn't your fucking house. This isn't your garage where you just scream at your friends. Are you insane? This is a fucking workplace. People work. People with families work here. Look at all the people. Now, I said this is staged. I didn't say it was fake. The reactions are real. The people are real. But he staged this for content. He is a shock jockey. No different than those guys that have a friend across the street recording and they pull up to the liquor store and they ask people, hey, you want a punch? You want me to give you some punch? You want a punch? And people be like, what the fuck you talking about? And they start swinging on the dude and pulling out guns. They say, no, it's a juice, man. You want some punch? It's staged, but the reactions are real. It's not fake. I'm not saying this is fake. I'm saying it's staged. He did this for content, and he also did this to embarrass one of his rivals, bro. You can't do that. But again, he's not a lawyer. He's a jeweler, so I wouldn't expect him to know any better.
You say VVS, I3, 14 carat. Hey, you know my name. You.
Nobody's using your fucking name. There's no proof that anyone used your name. You took one customer who was trying to get over on you to get some money. You took his word for it. The receipt doesn't show that he said, oh, I'm selling Trax's jewelry, or I'm a Trax distributor. I work with Trax. On the receipt, it doesn't say shit about Trax. It just says Akay Diamonds. No one used his name. There's no proof anyone used his name. It's him taking the customer's word for it. The same customer that snaked him and went behind his back to his rival instead of waiting for him to come back or dealing with someone on his staff. And that's who you're going to trust? No, he knew better. He just used this as an excuse.
6447.
Yeah, 6447.
Now these men are now this is the brother that he's yelling at. They're trying to have a conversation. If this is business, we can talk about it. Show me the receipt. If we did something wrong, we'll apologize, whatever, we can clear this up. He's not even giving them a chance to speak because he was there for the content, a crash out, the biggest and the first one of the year. This was all fake. This was all staged. Let's not say fake. The reasoning behind this is fake. It's false. But the events that took place, these are real, but it was staged. He has professional cameras all around him. This was a setup for Akay Diamonds. And watch this. They don't take the bait the first time. Watch what happens. He doesn't get spit on this first time. This is day one. Trax came back threatening him again. Notice when he gets spit on, they don't show the previous 30 seconds of what happened before that. Watch.
You
Now you're calling him out of his name. Now these guys, they actually are some of the owners of the building. These are the owners of the building. They just put a booth down there so they can kind of watch the other people, but they're actually the owners. They just don't tell anybody they're the owners. Watch.
Stop. Take him out.
Yeah.
Security comes to remove this unhinged man, even though he has a booth in there. Security is like, hey, he's like, hey, get them out of here. How do you think he has the call to tell security to get Trax out of there when Trax rents from them?
No.
Look at him getting in his face like he's about to hit him. Bro, if anything, Akay Diamonds can say he feared for his life and his safety. I swear to God he can, and he will fucking win. Look at this. Look. He gets spit on. That's a completely separate incident. Watch. There's no spit right now. They remove him away from Akay, and he goes back to Akay. Watch. They kicked him out of the building. That's how fucking unhinged he was at this day. Yeah. Kicked him out of the building. Now, let's see here. Crash out. They ask him to leave. Let's where's the video where he actually gets fucking spit on? Akay Diamond owner reveals he's broke after, oh yeah, he's gonna win.
It didn't start with an arrest. It started with one customer. Let's rewind. Mouth. I mean, he thought he was shown brand. The deal is done. You're 14 karat.
There's no way you can say, oh, I thought I was buying. It's on the receipt. It says nothing about Trax Diamonds. He knew who he was buying from. This customer's not an idiot. Also, he's bought from Trax before.
Significantly.
I want to find.
That's not a small mistake.
Let's see here. Who is Trax? I want to show him. I want to show you guys where he's being spit on. I forgot 50 Cent sued Trax because Trax tried to use him in a publicity stunt as well. Let's see here.
I'm Trax. I want this. Coming up.
He's in the Diamond District, damaging their property. They don't even say nothing to him. This is look, he's wearing a different outfit than the next time when he aggresses these guys.
I want my money, bro.
Different outfit, different days. They are allowing him to escalate.
Money!
Yeah. People don't realize this incident where he spit on him, This was after he was already kicked out of the building. He basically snuck back in, and I think it was a different day. It could have been the same day. And he rushed this guy. He went back to the guy's space again. You're already, bro, Trax is in trouble. That's why he's doing these publicity stunts. He's in trouble. You mean when the police and the judges and the courts find out that you were kicked out of the building and you went back to the guy and started a fight with him again and he spit on you? That guy was defending himself. It's justified. They're not going to say he was in the wrong. People can't just come and aggress you and threaten you. And remember, this is not a part of the first time when he was kicked out. You see him leaving the building. He wasn't spit on at that time. Look, he talked about it a little bit on PBD.
So tell us the story. Who is he? Who is George? Who are all the people involved in that conversation?
Yeah, they are, there's just the sneakiest people you could ever imagine, right? I moved into this exchange in 2018. And I signed with these landlords, this Baharian family that the father or the uncle or whoever, there used to be a bank there. They bought the bank, they renovated it into a beautiful exchange. And the family renovated them. I know the family for years, for like 20 years, 10 years before whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I signed a lease. 2018, I move in, I start doing social media. I start getting popular and I fill up the exchange with great neighbors and everything like that. COVID comes around and this family, I don't know if they're Turkish or Syrian Turkish, they're Christian or whatever. Not that matters at all, but that's just people are curious about shit like that. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to anybody, they buy 50% of this exchange.
The exchange or the building?
The exchange.
Okay.
Yeah, the building is a co-op. Other owners, in the Diamond District for years, been buying over there. All sorts of characters with their stupid business, mentalities and schemes. Constantly some bullshit. Always a problem. But whatever. It's manageable.
He's literally defaming the other business people in the fucking Diamond District. He is a jeweler. He's not a lawyer. He doesn't even realize what he's doing. He's cooking himself. Now the reputation is on the internet with millions of people that are watching this episode on PBD. And he's literally saying that everyone, not him, but everybody else around him in the exchange, bullshit businesses, and they're scheming on people. So they're basically untrustworthy. This guy is literally cooking himself, and his loyal supporters and all these people that cheer him on they want to watch him. They want to watch him crash and burn, or they'd be giving him better advice and they wouldn't be trying to amplify the bullshit.
And they buy into this exchange because, I'm there, right? And I'm bringing in good, solid tenants and I'm bringing in clients.
He thinks he's bigger than the program. He thinks that he made the Diamond District, even though he rents from them. He's basically saying, I'm the one who brings in all these other people to want to rent rooms in the Diamond District. He really does believe in his heart that he is bigger than the program, but he knows better.
Steadily. But when they buy in, they, as landlords, so to speak, they're really ownership partners, not landlords.
He's talking about Akay Diamonds. That's what he's referring to. The people that bought 50%, he's talking about AK.
But then they sneak down into the booth across from mine, and they never say that they're partners or that they bought into the exchange. They just say they're renting a booth. So I meet them, I say hello, and I start treating them like everybody else. And I see something's wrong. The father, I ask him to look, we're neighbors in an exchange, in a jewelry exchange. I got the windows and you guys got this booth. And I go to this father and I'm like, yo, these are old school chains. I could sell them. I could do an ad right now, do a commercial. And he's like, He looks at me like I'm some bum, like asking for some shit.
This was 5 years ago.
Bro, nobody has to fucking like you. No one has to be impressed by you. No one even has to speak to you. You do your thing. They're doing their thing. See, this is an emotional man. And he's trying to generate an emotional reaction. The problem is he's not going to be able to maintain it. It's going to be a break. And people are starting to see through it. More and more people are coming back to my comments and saying, you know what? I think I'm seeing what you're talking about, because it's there. And in the end, I'm going to be correct.
yeah. And I'm like looking at him, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? You know, what is he talking to me like that for? Then the son is he's trying to lie to me, sneak a little lie. No, this, that. And I'm like, I'm seeing that these people.
He's not even giving any example. What lie? What do you? He's just emotional, just talking out of his neck.
Just doing dirty things. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And I just start to ignore them. I don't give a shit about them. Then a client, takes a picture and then he tags their business. This is again 5 years ago. Tags my business with his picture. It says TraxNYC with the very same picture that dumb bastard you just had in the thumbnail or whatever, George Akay. And I come up to him and I have him and I take my phone and I show him my phone and I'm like, yo, why is your picture? What is this? He grabs the phone out of my hand. This is 5 years ago. And he's like, and he's holding it like this. He's like, no. I'm like, did you just fucking grab my phone?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you guys have had a feud for years.
Yeah. No, I was, listen. He grabs my phone out of my hand and he's holding it like this, like I'm a child, like you can't have this. It's mine. I snatched it. I'm like, yo, bro, do you know what you're doing right now? So then I start to beef with them and I start to warn them. I'm like, yo, I'm not the one to play with, bro. And in person. And then it turns out that they reveal that that they bought in. Then they're feuding with the actual landlords. Then they're bringing in their own super. Then they're firing a security guard. Then they want to close the shop this way. They want to close the shop when they leave, not when I close at 7. They want to leave at 6. They want to close the whole shop. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I didn't sign my lease with you. I don't know who you are. I don't accept you as the landlord coming downstairs and pretending to be another tenant, doing some sneaky garbage. I'm not here.
Bro, you can be both. You can own a mall and then you can have a store in a fucking mall. Like, what is wrong with this dude? The hubris, the ridiculous fucking ego. And nobody wants to check him on it because they think he's like some little, I don't know, some little New York fucking Donnie Brasco Arab or something. But get the fuck out of here. Somebody should talk to him about this because he's literally hurting himself. Real fans and real friends would have listened to this very carefully and said, even PBD knows this guy is fucked up. He knows this guy fucked up. That's why he's talking to him, but he's like, the story doesn't make any sense, bro. You're wrong. PBD he does business. Imagine if another fucking insurance agent ran up on PBD behaving like he did in the office. I don't care if it's your best agent, you wouldn't tolerate it. This guy is dead fucking wrong for what he did. He's wrong for whatever justification he had, and his justification is bullshit. It's bullshit.
For it. I don't accept it. I don't need it. And I warned them. And I warned them, and I warned.
You stop warning. You're not warning anybody. You can't do anything to anybody. You don't warn me. You don't give me a threat or a warn or anything. Who are you to warn me? You have a business in my business. You can't warn me. Warn me about what? About you, that's not your place. Stay in your place. You're basically saying you're going to go to the internet, and the only thing you can do is destroy my business on the internet. You're not going to be able to do that and get away with it. You're not going to be able to get away with it. This guy's fucking himself over.
Them and I warned them, don't do it. Don't say your TraxNYC. Don't do this. Don't do that.
They're not saying they're TraxNYC. The customers are coming in there. Your booth is next to their booth. It is going to be confusion. They might think the whole building belongs to Trax. Or they might think the whole building belongs to whoever they know in there. Do the customers know you guys are all different owners? Most people don't. But if they've worked with you before, they know you are not these fucking guys. The customer that he bought that bracelet back from was a former customer of his. A former guy who came in there. He wasn't just a new random dude. And even if a random dude came in there, on the receipt, when you see that it says another jeweler's name, you're like, whoa, I thought this was Trax. Oh, no, give me a refund. Oh, never mind, I don't want to work with you. Nobody lied. That's the thing. He cannot produce any evidence showing that these people misrepresented themselves and pretended to be him. There's zero evidence of that. People are just literally believing it because he said it. It's he say, she say. The black and white, the receipt doesn't reflect any of that. Bullshit. It doesn't reflect. What he's saying is bullshit. The receipt from George Akay says Akay Diamonds. Doesn't say Trax, nothing. Nothing was misrepresented. And when Trax cannot prove that in court, Trax is in trouble. Trax is already going to get kicked out of this place, and he's probably going to get sued for a lot. He's going to have to settle for an undisclosed amount. He is not on the right side of history here. Trax was not a victim.
Feels like they felt like they bought in and now they own me. They could say their Trax, they could say this. It's like I could come in here and I could say I'm Valuetainment and I could take your shit and I could, tomorrow say I'm PBD podcast. And just because I'm here, I'm there, just doing extra shit for no fucking reason. So,
bro, there's no signs above Akay Diamonds that says this is Trax. There's no advertisement claiming that they're Trax. You guys work next door to each other in a fucking diamond exchange that's not very big. You're assuming that. You don't have any proof that he said that. You got a recording? You got anything in writing where he misrepresented himself and impersonated you? Well, then you're fucked. That's how it works. It's not what you say, it's what you can prove.
Whatever. But you know what? I'm trying to market my business. I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to do whatever I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. New Year's Eve rolls around. I'm happy. I closed out my record year. Yeah. I sold 5 million in December.
December alone.
Yeah, December alone. 5 million. We're doing 40 million a year, whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. I did my record December,
talking about money,
margins and volume and so on and so forth. I'm happy. I have my team. I have all my ducks in a row. I don't have any bullshit going on. And then somebody comes up, one of my members of my staff comes up to me. He's like, yo, Max, a customer's looking for you. There's 14K, 10.
Okay. First things first. That guy is not a customer. He was a guy who dealt with you in the past. But if he's coming in there with a bracelet he brought from another booth, that's not your customer. Why are you referring to him? And then you find out, well, Trax has dealt with them in the past. The guy knew who he was up there to deal with. There was no misrepresenting. That's like somebody saying, I saw an ad in the paper for a car. I went to the Chevy dealership, but I was really looking for a Dodge. You knew you didn't buy a fucking Dodge. It literally it says it right there on the receipt. And the same thing applies here. Watch, listen to this. Listen carefully.
Okay, and this happened and that happened. I'm like, what's going on? And then I go downstairs and the customer's there, desperate and sad on New Year's Eve. And he's like, I bought.
Desperate and sad about what? If you were sad and desperate when you bought it, why did you leave with it? Why didn't you say, nah, I didn't want it? Why did you even pay for it? If you didn't want it, why did you pay for it? People buy stuff based on how it's looked. No one's putting the weight and checking, oh, well, how many grams? And no, bro, people buy shit that looks fly. Are the women going to break their neck when they see me walk down the street? Okay, I want it. Not looking at all the fucking little small details. Bro, and that's where I'm saying this is a bullshit argument. But at the end of the day, it was none of Trax's fucking business. Trax could have said, hey, listen, let me see the receipt. Oh, yeah, this didn't come from me. I'm sorry. If you got to deal with a refund issue with my rival, you got to go deal with him. That would have been the most professional way for him to handle it. I'm not on the receipt. You didn't buy anything from me. Everyone knows what I look like. I'm on the fucking internet every day trying to get clicks and go viral. I'm literally, and I'm successful at that. Everyone knows what I look like. There's nobody that thought that Akay Diamonds, Jafar, looked like fucking Vlad the Impaler. There's nobody who confused the two. He's lying. And I'm saying the customer's lying, but maybe Trax is lying too, but it's hard to tell.
This guy said he's you. I'm like, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm just about to enjoy. I'm not waiting New Year's Eve.
This is new.
So the dude says it one time, and that's your only evidence is that allegedly the customer said, the guy said he was you. Motherfucker, you don't got a phone? You knew my name was Trax. You seen my advertisement. How did you think that guy was me? You didn't. Nobody's that dumb. We don't even look alike. Tell the truth. Trax, why did you even buy that bullshit? Why did you even believe him? It seems like you more so were just looking to have something to say to these other guys. at Akay Diamonds.
Year's Eve?
Yeah. I'm not watching it drop the ball drop and thinking I can't wait till Monday to confront them. I'm like, you know what, man? We come downstairs. I go inside their booth. All right. Since they're saying they're me, I must be them. I go inside their fucking booth. I give him his 22,000. He spent 21,000. I give him 22,000. I said, "You're made whole. That's it."
Why? That was not your fucking business. That was not your sale. You didn't sell anything to him. No one put your name on a receipt. You are not liable. This is business. So you made a donation to a stranger based off of an unverified, unsubstantiated claim that the one of the people that owned the jewelry exchange that you work in told him that his name was Trax. Make it make sense to me, because it doesn't make sense. You let one person tell you one time that somebody said that he was you, and you didn't even go and at least try to verify that that's true. You didn't do no verification. You just took his word for it. Well, who was he, fucking Jesus? He didn't look like Jesus to me. So why are you taking his word for it? And you use that to justify you fucking losing your cool and making a huge scene like that? Staged. Completely staged.
You know, he's finally happy. He's relieved because he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's a regular dude. I don't know where you got.
He's not a he spent 20,000 cash on a fucking piece of jewelry, a bracelet. He's not some regular, slow, innocent Get the fuck out of here. The dude had enough money to splurge on jewelry, which is unnecessary. It's not like you bought a fucking dialysis machine. He bought a bracelet. Shut the hell up.
The money. But he's just a regular guy. But, you know, these regular people that make money or get money somehow, they trust me. They believe in me. So
then why'd they fucking go to somebody else? If they believe in you and they trust you, they know what you look like, they know who the fuck you are, why did they go to Akay Diamonds? Dipshit. Because what he wanted was something that looks like something you made, but he didn't want to pay your price. Akay had something that was a little bit cheaper and he bought it. He played you. You paid more for it than he bought it for. It seems like he bought it from Akay and he wanted to sell it to Trax. And that's why he smiled when Trax gave him that money. The customer smiled because the customer got over. And then Trax used that as justification to do this ridiculous crash out that was completely unprofessional. And I would say borderline civil liability and illegal because there was property damage, destruction.
They're looking for me. This fucking dickhead says to him, he shows him a picture of TraxNYC jewelry. He's like, "Oh, I'm out of stock. I'm going to order this later, but I have this for you now." And he tricks him.
That's not a trick. He really actually had shit that looks like the stuff that the guy wanted. It happens every day, even in retail. Somebody will see something that's really nice and really expensive that a celebrity wore. They will go to a store and they'll say, "What do you have like this?" You don't want to go to Louis Vuitton. You don't want to go to Gucci, but you want to go to fucking Burlington. And you're like, "Look, find me something that just looks like this." That's what he did. That's not somebody impersonating you. Jafar did not cold call this customer. Your customer went to his booth. Your customer knows where your booth is. There's people at your booth. He went on purpose to Akay Diamonds.
And he does this nasty, sneaky shit that I warned him not to do 5 years ago.
You're not in a position to warn anybody of any fucking thing.
So I get behind the counter and I go to war.
This is the clip, the first one that we showed.
Yeah, the first one is the one where I'm right here. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you went to war, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is after I fucking trashed their scales and all.
He admits it. The dude is fucked. Do you guys not understand? He is in trouble. They're going to take their time. They're going to make sure this case is ironclad, but he's in trouble. He even admits that he trashed their property. Don't try this at home, kids. This is illegal and this is wrong. He is wrong. I've been saying it from the beginning. Trax is wrong. I don't care if I like him or not. He's wrong. What's wrong is wrong is wrong. Right is right. He's wrong.
All their other shit.
This right here. Rob, you want to play this?
This is where I
look at PBD's face. He's doing the math in his head and he's like, oh yeah, this guy's a scumbag. Like this guy is in trouble. This guy, you can't do this in business. You have to be a professional. This is not, you guys aren't drug dealers. Okay. You guys are jewelers. You can't behave like this. Even PB, look at PBD's face. Even he knows.
The receipt from this disgusting company
look,
that pretends.
Look, this is the receipt. It says Akay Diamonds. Nowhere on this paper are they pretending to be TraxNYC. Nowhere. There's no proof. And even the customer in the back is shady. There's nothing about that dude that makes him seem like he's trustworthy. He doesn't look like he would even have this kind of money. But he says, well, yeah, you know, he was portraying. What the fuck do you mean he portrayed? What is that? What do you mean to portray? Did he say he was me and you just didn't know what I look like or not? See, Trax is not asking any of those questions because he doesn't care. He's looking for an excuse and he finally has one. So he thought to go after Akay Diamonds.
To be me, says they're TraxNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off.
Okay, he said sells my customer, but he didn't buy this bracelet from you. So he's either a former customer or he's not a customer of yours because he didn't buy that shit from you.
And rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray.
The guy is lying. Look at his mouth. Look at his teeth. He's a lying piece of shit. He can barely fucking keep his mouth straight. And Trax used this as this is your justification for trashing our booth, screaming and starting this whole. This is your justification. This one guy's fucking word. A guy you don't even know, a guy who snaked you, went behind your back and went to another jeweler. He didn't even buy from you. He bought from another jeweler. Please, bro, spare me.
He tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
Came up with a scheme.
Right. That we sell. So you came.
That's not a scheme. If his job is over there to sell jewelry, and you show him a picture of some jewelry, he might say, I had something like it, but I ran out. I don't have that. But this is what I do have. You're at his booth. Your customer went directly to him on purpose.
Put a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep. I opened up the website.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all.
There we go. There we fucking go. This is why he keeps calling them thieves. They didn't steal jewelry from him. They didn't steal fucking diamonds from him. He's screaming at their thieves because he said they stole a customer. As if these fucking customers don't have a choice on who they want to give their money to. The customer can choose to go with you or with somebody else. You don't fucking have the right to sit here and throw a temper tantrum like a fucking 14-year-old fucking vampire. You will get your fucking act together. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stealing my customers? That's not your customer then. It's theirs. It's not your customer. It's fucking their customer. What? This is business. And you make a fucking scene and you embarrass us all. And you accuse us of being schemers, but you're fucking sitting up here using us for content and you're creating these false narratives and you're lying and misrepresenting. You're lying about me, misrepresenting myself. I have my brand and I have a name right above my booth. I have a fucking receipt with my name all over it. It doesn't say Trax anywhere on there. You mean to tell me your fucking customer, the black dude, he couldn't read? He's illiterate? He couldn't read that it doesn't say Trax on there? He went to your website. He knows what you look like. Why did he go to Akay? I explained to you why he went to Akay.
All day long. These rats have done this over and over.
Okay. So that's the customer, $21,000. You make him whole, $22,000. You go up to him. You guys have that issue. Then you leave. What happens next?
Right. Well, before this, you could go to the next clip. You just go to the next one. I think it's this one when I made him whole, and that's me fucking their shit up over there. I just had enough.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is the one. Like,
So
yeah,
Bro, you
that's their area.
He records himself going into another person's area and trashing it. That's vandalism. Depending on how much the dollar amount that he broke of supplies, that's a felony. This man is literally committing crimes on video and he doesn't realize it because he's a fucking moron. He's good with jewels though. He's good with jewelry. Doesn't make that he's smart, bro.
yeah.
people this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking like shit. Stop trying.
He's literally fucking embarrassing the entire exchange. Look at the people in the back. They have businesses to run. And you got this fucking dipshit screaming and yelling for clicks and content.
I want this coming up with a fucking
That's their. But what time?
Just like where the booth is facing, I'm
Yeah.
looking at my shop.
So
Right there. I'm
all
looking.
day you guys are seeing each other.
I don't see them because I don't sit in my shop. I have a mezzanine and I do my shit. I have a team that runs my store.
Downstairs. You're
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm upstairs.
So there's always people in his booth. They face each other. There's always people in Trax's booth. The guy went to AK on purpose. It's a big ass sign that says Akay Diamonds on it.
running around. I'm doing shit, you know? And I have a team. But I see them as I'm walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out. But, you know, I don't really sit in my shop for that particular reason. I don't want to see these disgusting brothers and their scheming ways. I just don't want to be around it, man. I'm very fickle when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like a person, I just don't want to, I don't have it in me because
Like and subscribe, share the video. Let me know if you agree. This is important, but follow the content, subscribe to the page. Never do business like this. Never.
I'll lose it. You know, I don't have it in me.
Okay, so they see this clip. This is end of day, 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. New Year's Eve, December 31st.
Yeah.
What happens next? Do they call you?
They don't call me. They start trying to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? They start trying to do this. They start trying to do that. You know, the police show up and they realize it's a civil matter because I'm refunding a person. It's an impersonation. When the cops come, my NYPD, you know, my staff tells them, hey, we have.
No, you did not have to refund him. He didn't buy nothing from you. You gave him money. How do you refund somebody for something they didn't buy from you? Can anybody tell me that? How can you also want a refund if they did not purchase directly from you? Just because they purchased from somebody that you know doesn't mean that you owe them a refund. You donated that money to that man as a gift. You gifted him that money so you can use him to pull off your little fucking scheme, your publicity stunt that was extremely successful, but it was a staged publicity stunt. It doesn't mean it was fake. It just means that it was staged for publicity and it worked.
To make this customer whole, 22,000.
Shit, he got invited on PBD podcasts. Obviously, this stunt worked. PBD is going to realize that he was basically played into thinking that it was one thing when it was really another. Do you know when I first started that video that day, I was literally getting on here to compliment and congratulate Trax, but I had never seen all the footage. I just wanted to say, oh, he did a good thing. But then after watching it, I was like, wait a minute. This is bad. You can't do this because I'm not emotional and I'm unbiased and I'm a neutral. Even if I like Trax, that's why I watch his content. But this is fucked up. This is wrong. Like you can't wait. He didn't buy from you. You can't say I'm giving him a refund and you owe me. No. He has to deal with me directly. Anybody can make up some bullshit and say, yeah, I refunded your customer. Now you owe me money. I gave me money. No. I'm not giving you shit. I didn't do business with you. Tell the customer to come back to me. But I have a strict no refund policy. The bracelet's not broken. There's nothing wrong. I'm not giving you a refund. If you were going to give him a refund because he needs some money, bro, that's between you and him. I don't owe you shit at all. And that's where Trax really messed up because trying to basically extort somebody, either he's warning them, that's extortion. If you do this, I'm going to talk bad about your internet, harm your business, harm your reputation. That's unless you give me money, that's extortion.
$1,000, this, that. It's not just a clear-cut situation. So the NYPD leave. They show up the next day, but you know the heat is already on from this video, and they're thinking, you know, like Let's talk like gentlemen, he says, or so to speak.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're in business. We're supposed to speak like not just gentlemen, but professionals. There is a certain etiquette that must be followed at all times in the workplace. Yes, you set your own schedules, you're the owner, but you still have a certain level of not just respect for the area and for the business, but of level of self-respect. You have to carry yourself a certain way. He broke all of that. For what? For nothing. For 20 grand, it wasn't worth it. He threw away 30 grand today. Why would you care about 20 grand? Why would you go over there and beg and scream all that for 20,000 when you just threw away 30,000? Why would you care? It's because there was an issue where he wanted these guys and he wanted to go after them. He was looking for an excuse, but he just fucked himself.
Right? Because he knows that the heat is on this shit. So on the January 2nd, I pop out and then you see the events, he's sitting in his booth, this George.
Okay, so that's 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then this is the one you pull up to him.
Yeah, that's
okay, which we already played. So
yeah.
Got it. And he's surprised. He's not seen you coming in. So by the way, pause right there. Are you on that site?
Yeah, that's TraxNYC.
Oh, I see it. I see right behind it. Okay, now I get it.
That's my booth.
You guys are literally right next to each other.
He moved in there to fucking steal customers for years. That's what the fuck he did. They saw I was a successful guy and like vultures, like parasites, man.
You work. Okay. God, fuck. Okay, let me tell you guys what this fucking idiot is saying. Have you ever been to a food hall? Yes, you ever been to a food court? If you go there and you're looking to buy hot dogs, but then you start to smell that they're cooking the chicken and they're putting all the soy sauce and shit on it a few booths down, and you're like, damn, that soy sauce smells good. Let me go. I did come here for the chicken sandwiches or whatever, or I came over here for the steak sandwich, a little steak and shake. But 2 doors down, they're doing the chicken where they cook it on the grill and they put the sauce on it. I'm going to go over there. You're working in a fucking food court. There are other options around you. That's not the chicken people 2 doors down stealing your customers. People have a choice. They come in there for Trax, but then other things catch their eyes that Trax might not have. It's called business. It's not stealing your customers. No one is saying when your customers are looking in your booth, they're like, come here. Nobody's doing it. They don't have to. The people, I've been to the Diamond District. It's a circle. You walk in and you walk around, and there are all these different, it's like a food hall. You walk into the food hall, you might have went there with a taste for one thing, but you end up buying something else. It is perfectly fucking acceptable and normal. You do not have a monopoly over the people. You don't get to say these people can't do anything else. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And he had a problem because these AK guys had a bunch of luck with people that Trax failed with. They went there to go to Trax, but they bought something cheaper that AK was selling. It's business. It's business. I'm telling you, this fucking guy is dead wrong. You have to understand you can't do this in business. Some people might not be in business. You guys have regular jobs, whatever. Okay, you don't get it, but I'm trying to explain to you how this works, and I'm not wrong.
Like parasites, they moved down there. At first, they didn't even put their name on their booth, so they could just say they're TraxNYC.
Bro, they don't need to do that. They don't even need a name on their booth. They're just a booth. The jewelry and the custom jewelry speaks for itself. What do I need a name up there for? The jewelry speaks for itself. You're in front of me. Your prices are higher than mine. I don't need to promote. My lower prices are all the promotion I need. Obviously, because look at where it drove this fucking guy to do. Look at what it drove him to do. Look where it put him. Look where it put him mentally.
You know what I'm saying? They're sick. Sick people, bro. They're not regular.
There's nothing sick about not having a sign on your booth. What is he talking about? Even PBD, Patrick Bet David, even PBD, he can see through this clear as day. And honestly, if PBD, because my videos are getting thousands of views, not millions of views, but thousands. If anybody ever slides this video over to PBD, guaranteed Valuetainment would agree with me And eventually they're going to invite me on. I'll eventually be on Valuetainment one day. Not necessarily a fan of Adam, but PBD and the other guy that used to be in the military. Those guys are hilarious. They were super funny. I forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank, but I'd go on PBD and I'd go on there and talk. But even PBD is seeing through this guy because you're calling these people sick because they don't have a name on their booth. Insane. And I bet PBD did not sign up for this.
They're people. They don't buy a cup of coffee over there, bro. They don't do nothing. They're cheap as hell. You know?
So they're sick because they're cheap and because they don't have a name on their booth and they're the part owners. That makes you sick. It just shows you what certain people's threshold and what their definitions are of certain things. This is fucking ridiculous.
Where are they from? You said
Turkish. I heard Syria. I heard Turkey. I heard this. I heard that. You know,
never even had a conversation with these people. Never got to know them. Never even tried to be good neighbors. Don't even know their ethnic background. He's obviously some kind of ethnic. I would think he's from Transylvania. I don't know where these other guys from. Somewhere else in the Middle East, but he's not even getting to know them, and he's just literally bad mouthing these bro. And when I tell you, this is gonna blow up in his face. And of course, he's going to use the publicity of the court case to launch himself a little further, just like he did when he lost that case against 50 Cent. He used that to propel himself even further because now you're beefing with 50 Cent. Now he's beefing with the owners of the Diamond District itself. He's going to keep escalating.
Saying, listen, these are all lines on a map. I've met so many amazing Turkish people. I've never, ever seen anybody like this.
Okay, so then what does it say, Rob, where they're from? Does it say anything or no?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, so after that clip, that's when...
Just sitting there trying to steal customers from me and then lying. No! Just that...
How do you know they're not? How do you know they're lying? How do you know they're lying? What evidence do you have that you can present in court that would hold up to scrutiny that these people have been saying that they're you impersonating you? Do you have a picture? Do you have an advertisement? Do you have somebody secret recording? Do you have anything proving that this guy was pretending to be me? Because if all you have is the fucking word of some black dude who's probably some fucking drug dealer moving shit around, and if you took his word for it as fucking God's, as fucking the gospel, then this mistake is on you. You're going to pay for being so fucking gullible.
Old-faced lying shit. No, do it. What? You know, I'm like, yo, you fucking retards. I had enough of that shit in the Diamond District. Tell me one bold-faced lie to my face.
But he won't leave the Diamond District. He doesn't want to leave.
That you didn't do this and you didn't do that. That's what you're going to get from me every fucking time.
And this is the problem when you have money and everybody around you is a yes man. No one checks you on your behavior and you become out of control because you know, they tell you, hey, maybe don't do this, you fire them because they know you're finicky, you're fickle, you're disloyal. So they're afraid of losing their job and losing their favor. So no one tells you about yourself. Someone should have been checked him and knocked him off that fucking pedestal. He's going to pay and those people are going to lose their jobs anyway.
So now go back to the last, and the last clip is when it's tipping point.
That's right? It. That's when I already hit him and I posted this video and then I come back to him. They're already closing the exchange. They're lowering the gates like
this is what, January 2nd?
Yeah, this is January 2nd.
But this is after the spit.
This is Freddie trying to strangle me. Right? Like can't really see it here, but the guy who has his one hand on my shoulder.
Listen to the timeline of when the spit occurred versus when the first video occurred. PBD is going to bring it up.
Twitter.
The other hand he has on a chain like this, and he's twisting it and strangling me with it.
No, they're pulling you away. If that's the only thing they could grab is your chain, so be it. You should not have been there in that man's space trying to aggress him and threatening him and yelling at him. You should not now. And remember, this isn't the first. The first video is when he's like, where's the money? And he's humping the fucking desk. He's humping the display counter. They kicked him out of the building. He came back a second time. This is what I'm telling you. He's fucked. He's wrong. Dead wrong.
On the Instagram account to show the full clip. So he's trying to strangle you. I think you were just on it.
Yeah, it's the third one.
Third one?
Yeah, right there. No, my bad.
That previous one, right?
Yeah, this
Right
one.
there, yeah.
Right.
Who is that guy? Who's the guy?
That's it.
Notice they don't show you the 30 seconds leading up to the spit. You would assume it was from when he was humping the desk. They spliced the videos, they edited them completely so that you don't know that he was kicked out of the building and then he returned. And we don't even know what happened in the 30 seconds because they edited it out. They conveniently took that part out of the video. That part is going to sink him because that part is going to justify. Matter of fact, the man was already justified for spitting on you. That's like pushing somebody or hitting somebody. You've aggressed them. They reacted. And there's going to be, it depends on the jury. You're going to be seeing as self-defense.
Strangling me.
Rob, go on the Instagram account to show the full clip. So he's trying to strangle you.
Yeah.
I think you were just on it.
Yeah, it's the third one.
Third one?
Yeah, right there. No, my bad.
That previous one, right?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Right.
Who is that guy? Who's the guy?
That's his brother. That's his brother, George and Freddie. The two brothers. You know what I'm saying? He put his hand on my neck right away after his brother spit on me.
Who's there with you?
My staff came to rescue me.
Strangled me with my own chain.
And now the fucking pipsqueak is claiming victimhood. I swear to God, you can't make this shit up. He's now claiming he was the victim. After he went over there and started all that shit with those people, do you understand this is not going to hold up in court? This isn't going to hold up in court. He's fucked. He lost. This case is over. He lost. He's wasting his money on a lawyer. He's wasting his time throwing away money in the middle of the street to show he got money. Bro, nobody cares. The facts are what they are. You don't even got to be a defense team as good as Rico. You don't got to hire Rico Limbaugh. Anybody with any sense can represent this case, and they'd cook this fucking guy in a heartbeat. PBD is squinting because he's still trying to find out where any of this was justified by this guy. And he's thinking to himself, this guy fucking provoked these people. You know, these are men at the end of the day, bro. You don't just get in their face, insult them, call them names. You're going to get slapped or spit on, if not worse. And you came to my space. Security already kicked you out. If you sneak back into the building and you come back to my space and try to attack me and I spit on you, justified. 1,000%.
Get out of this hospital. TraxNYC.com.
I love how at the end you just had to put TraxNYC.com. You're just nonstop with it.
Why not?
Nonstop with the bullshit.
And then the last thing is the clip that we saw of everybody walking out being arrested, handcuffed, but you weren't handcuffed. So
No.
why were you not handcuffed? And is this the one, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and play this.
Well, because the NYPD decided that spitting and strangling, they're looking for bruises. The
NYPD did not know the whole story, or they would have known Trax was kicked out of the building and he came back and aggressed them again, and these men were defending themselves. These men are not necessarily very articulate in English. None of them are, because they deal with their own people. Trax is Americanized, so he speaks English. He's able to maneuver the conversations. He was able to swindle the world to make them think he was a victim when he wasn't.
NYPD. Okay.
And that's you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you were assaulted and you want to catch an assault charge, you put a bruise on somebody, that's an assault. That's what they told me. Okay. If you have markings that they could photograph so they could, prosecute a case to the judge. Because if you say
if anybody on the defense team or anybody prosecuting this sees my video, this man is cooked, because I break everything down step by step. His only evidence was the word of some guy who you don't know what he does for a living. He could be a drug dealer. He could be a smuggler. He just magically had 20 bands to drop on some little bracelet. And you think he needed to be made whole. And why do you think he smiled when he got that money back? He played Jew. He played everybody. and then you use that to justify that wasn't good enough, bro. You're not gonna, they didn't owe you a refund, so you were dead wrong for being over there demanding money from them anyway. Threatening that you're going to do something to them if they don't give you money, that's illegal. You can't do that.
Assaulted you, you assaulted me, and you have no markings. It's a hearsay type bullshit. But if you have markings and they could have pictures of those markings, a father that's, he's standing like right next to whatever. These are the two brothers, George and Freddie. Okay. And the third brother. And then they have this hitman over there and with the other white hair, whoever the fuck he is. And
is the father in this picture or no?
Yeah, he was in there somewhere. Yeah, there's the father right there standing in front. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some kicking and some fucking screaming.
The dad was kicking.
Yeah, the dad, all I saw, everybody's coming. I saw the dad, just like his foot coming out. And then, this idiot threw a scale at my head as well. And I hit on one of my employees. It's up to him. And he shows his watch. He's got a gold Sky Dweller on. He's like, you know how many of these I have? Money, I have money. These are just the lowest, biggest losers that without the dollar sign, they have nothing.
That's coming from the same man that literally just went to Times Square, just was in Times Square throwing $30,000.
Insanity.
Hypocrite. The fucking hypocrisy. Oh, all these guys just lead with dollar signs. They think they have, they're richer than him. See, he's rich compared to the people beneath him, but there are people above him, way richer. The jealousy and the envy will cause you to do strange things. Trax needs the public's support. He needs the love from the public, and he's willing to do publicity stunts to gain it. Right now, he knows he has to double down and keep going to keep this momentum. So he went and threw out 30 grand in fucking Times Square, and he humiliated a couple of people that were asking for money. And this is the same guy that's on PPD talking about, these guys only talk about money.
They have no ability to communicate. They have no social skills, no personal skills. All they have is $1 to go, I have more money. And it's just disgusting. People like that are disgusting.
Now, let me ask you this event that took place, are they in jail? Are they out?
No, they got out. They got criminal charges, the two brothers. Assault charges. But I called the prosecutor and the DA, yo, I'm not here to be strangled. It's still a little hard to swallow over here, bro. I'm not here to be
when this all comes out that he provoked all this and he started all this, they're going to drop first things first. All these charges are going to get dropped. All of them. Then they might arrest Trax. And if they don't, then he is going to be removed from the Diamond Exchange and he's going to be sued criminally. He's going to be sued civilly. And I'm trying to think it's going to be a $50 million lawsuit or more, because you're going to have to repair the reputation. He didn't just defame AK Jewelers. He defamed everybody in the Diamond District. This fight in there affected all of the businesses. They got to get him up out of there. The only reason he's not out of there yet is because he does have a business in there. There's contracts, and they're going to have to figure out how to do this legally, but they're going to have to sue him. And they're going to have to get him banned from the building. So they're working on that right now. Don't forget, this only happened a few days ago.
Strangled like a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? I never strangled anybody with a chain. Yo, I had markings I don't bruise easily, dude. I had markings all around my neck, man. And, to be strangled and pulled on like this. And I'm just thinking, all right, I know my staff is going to come through. I got some serious guys on my team that they're not going to play around. And
why would you put your staff in harm's way? You couldn't control your fucking temper? Again, when you got too many yes people, you end up developing some really bad habits.
Come and they rescue me. And, and then they start fighting, brawling over there as well. They lost it. They got exposed.
How many businesses are in there?
Maybe like a 10, I think, or something.
So what are the other guys saying about it? Do they know about the feud between the two of you?
Yeah, the other guys all hate them, but they try to kind of, use them as a counterbalance towards me, but they know that's,
What does that even mean? He's bullshitting. He doesn't know what to say. These other businesses don't like how he fucking uses them for content. He badmouths them. He's constant trouble. He's always drama. They don't like Trax. The other guys are the owners of the building. They're trying to get along with the people that they lease from. Trax is the only wild card that's a problem.
Because they don't want their rent raised. So they're like, hey, you know, I'll be on your side. You know, you're the partners in the rent. They're all playing a game. You know, people want to keep the rent low. They want to be able to, you know, I pay for the windows. The windows are, you know, altogether like 40 grand plus.
That's you chose that booth with the windows. You wanted that prime real estate that comes along with it. Bro, I don't, this is complete. It's slop.
Just let me steal and let me sneak and let me do that. They deserve everything they're gonna fucking get, those motherfuckers, huh?
Listen to what he says. These are the guys that own the Diamond District. Patrick Bet David says, how long are you planning on staying there? Listen to what his answer is. This is how I can tell you he's fucked and he knows he's fucked.
Take it over there and I bring a customer here and we all work as one normal community. It's only those motherfuckers in the middle that fucked it all up. I was doing events in there. I was doing there. No vision, no talent, no nothing. Just let me steal and let me sneak and let me do that. They deserve everything they're gonna fucking get, those motherfuckers, huh?
How much longer are you gonna stay in there?
I'm gonna stay in there indefinitely, you know, because I like that place. I like
that place. I'm gonna stay there indefinitely. Did nobody advise you that if you plan on this is a stunt that you pull when you're about to jump ship? You don't pull this bullshit when you're trying to stay somewhere forever and long term. Bro, nobody told him to think about this ahead of time. Even PBD is shocked. Like, what do you mean you want to? There's no way you did all that and you're planning on staying here. Even PBD is like, yo, this fucking guy is a clown.
In business, I have the mezzanine in there as well. I'm better off in my own space, but I like community. You know what I'm saying? I'm better off in my own space. I got to buy my own building.
You don't like community. You don't get along with anyone in your community.
But I like the community so far. So I'm just doing it like that. And that's it. It's an exchange. You could come, you could take a look. You don't like mine. But don't say you're me. I know the temptation is there when the customer's there going, are you Trax? Yeah, I'm Trax. You're not Trax, man. Don't say you're fucking me. You greedy, retarded bastards, bro. And you think you're going to get away with it. And there was other sneaky bastards, you know, doing sneaky shit. But I let it slide. I let them correct their ways. I don't want to destroy their business. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're going to hurt. And then they're going to cry. You know? So I'd rather sit here and, you know, lose a little bite than cut them into pieces. And I do that to some of the people, the bribes. And they know who they are. The slobs coming up with a bribe, laughing, thinking you're smart. You're not smarter than me, bro. I see what you're doing. You fucking whatever.
Trax is on Minect as well if you want to go find him. The only thing is on Minect, you can't find him under Trax. You got to look up Maksud, Maksud, Agajani, Agadjani, and you can ask him any question. Prior to buying anything, I would probably be asking him questions saying, what do you think about this? Just for a second opinion. If you enjoy this video, you want to watch more.
Amazing. He's not going to be able to get away with this. He's not going to be away with this. Nobody owes him money. He did another publicity stunt in New York 6 months ago, giving away $50,000.
Yeah, what's up, man? This was probably the craziest giveaway we've done. $40 a piece. See me wear this hoodie? Say TraxNYC.com. Get an ounce of silver. We're gonna do this as much as possible if it works. Picture I've been waiting for, right? Craziness. Yeah, I get. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to plan that out a little better next time. There was a zombie apocalypse.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
So there's different ways to give away money. And I'm coming up with one that makes me money, just like Mr. Beast does. And I do it with silver and I do it with gold. Some people see it as dangerous. Some people hate on it. Some people, that shit is a blessing. Some people made $1,000. Some people made $40. Some people just got a collectible coin that's signed. And they got to meet me and shake my hand. And I learned a lot too.
Where all the money and medals is. So you had this chest. We got it filled with our medals and just our giveaway equipment, and I'll pop it open again. 7 months. We're gonna go 6 for you. I'm gonna do one more. Whoever says it first. What do you have to say when you see the boss to get a silver round? He said the full thing first. All right.
You just got to know the password. You could ask somebody, or you could go for yourself as well. Shit in here.
Now, this guy is rude as hell, bro. I'm telling you, he's going to run into a brick wall one of these days with this type of attitude. He's going to write a check his ass can't cash, bro. And people aren't going to care about your money. He's rude as shit.
All these people have to do, listen, come here.
Playing with these people who are needy or poor or whatever, using them as pawns so that you can generate clicks, turning these unsuspecting people into content for these staged but real publicity stunts. This is insane.
All you have to do is say the key word and you're going to get an ounce signed. You want one? Yep. The key word. You don't know what it is? It's my website. What is it? Dot what? Okay. Gotcha.
Hey.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. A little souvenir. Bag's getting lighter little by little. Next time I gotta have these. I have mad these bags. They're just gonna be armied out. We're gonna do this as much as possible if it works. Hey, how are you?
Love this guy.
Thank you. You know my website? Do you know my anything about me?
I know that you have much silver and you post about it.
That's true.
People don't know about it.
Do you know the company name? It's TraxNYC.com is the keyword. Say it.
TraxNYC.com.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we got it. Let's go. This.
I managed the number.
Thank you. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. What's up, man?
What you doing on free gold? That up?
Giving out silver if you know the password. What's my website name?
Yeah, I heard about you. Do that.
Somebody could help you here if they want. .com. All right.
Famous nigga. You be on YouTube and all that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. Oh, he famous. You see that? Leg. Oh, hold on. Chill. That's crazy.
You gotta know the password, the whole password.
I don't know the password.
He might tell you what it is.
TraxNYC.com.
That's right.
That's the password.
Thank you. So, what is it?
TraxNYC.com.
Correct. That's right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Already go. Why don't you put this out?
Sure.
TraxNYC, right?
Yeah.
TraxNYC.com.
What's up, brother?
I've been following you for a long time.
That's what's up.
Appreciate you, bro.
TraxNYC.com. All right, I'll let you slide with this. I got time for this. How you doing? You don't know what the password is? Yeah. That's right. I don't know how difficult that is, but for some people, it's all good. It's all good. Did you want one or what, bro? Come on, man. You got to believe in yourself, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro.
All right. You have to believe. If you know the password, you get an ounce. It's easy. You were there. You're almost there. What did you say? How do you make that a website? .com. That's right. Thank you. If she says the password.
One of the funniest things to me was it's such a simple passcode, and Max was not making this hard for people to guess if you didn't know. This was going so easy for them. What's the company name? TraxNYC. So what's the website name? The funniest part is some people still can't guess. If the company is TraxNYC and he's telling you that, just say the website. TraxNYC.com should be the easiest guess to say. What I would think, at least. So you had a couple people in there that didn't even get the passcode. That sucks for them. They didn't deserve to get a silver ounce. Yeah. Yes. You know the password? That's right. This guy, we got one more guy coming right here. I'm about to dip out of here. Yes. You got to know the password, my brother.
Are you Azerbaijan?
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Assalamu alaikum.
Wait, I want to join.
You can get one of you. Just got to know the password.
TraxNYC.com.
You did it.
Thank you.
You girls want one?
Yeah.
You got to say the password.
TraxNYC.com.
That's it.
Thank you. TraxNYC.com.
All right.
Thank you.
Picture I've been waiting for, right?
Love it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Like we said, got to keep it moving, man.
Sorry.
TraxNYC.com. Yes, sir. Road Mobile. You're all the way from 33rd Street. What's up? I appreciate you, man.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
There they are. They're the boys. Yeah. You know the password?
TraxNYC.com.NYC. Searching for you.
You know the password? Yeah.
Search the whole park for you.
I'm sorry.
Again, this is all staged, but the people and the reactions are real, but it's still staged. Staged does not mean it's fake. The event for the fight at the Diamond Exchange, that was staged, but it wasn't fake. These people reaction. This is, even though it's a staged event where he has cameras, it's not fake.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry you were having a hard time finding me. I wish I could do you better. Nice to meet you.
Right now. You were my last stop for my travels.
All right, good luck. All right, come by.
From there, Max was like, let's hit the shop again. So we bike around the block. We're on 47th. We go to 48th. 3 people jump out of their car, blocking traffic.
TraxNYC.com, baby. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So we swung back around the shop, gave away a few more, and then it was time to hit Central Park. One of the, no, he probably saw them, missed
Sierra Leone, upside down, inside out. All that money that I put out there is circulating today still.
Look, you guys can make the decision for yourself. I just wanted to at least point out what's going on and point you in the right direction. If you enjoy the content, if you agree with me, either way, or you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments. Watch the video carefully. Don't get scammed. And don't always fall for these publicity stunts. We all want attention. We all want more eyes and more clicks. Some of us are just willing to go further to get them than others. And there's a price for that. Like and subscribe, share the video. I'll be back on in about an hour with another video after I have dinner. America first, America always.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.